2-day-old Shaun Hope is fighting for his life. Born with a hole in his diaphragm, the contents of his stomach have grown in his chest. His lungs are seriously damaged, and without the ventilator, Shaun couldn't breathe. He urgently needs surgery, but that can only be carried out when his condition has stabilized.
These children are very at risk and potentially very unstable during the first few days of life. There are a number of reasons for this. They're born with the stomach and other intestinal contents in the chest there, and it's pressing the contents of that chest and pushing the heart over to the right. But the problem is that because the bowel has been up there for quite some considerable time before the baby was born, the normal lung growth and development that occurs before birth has been reduced. It's said that about between 30 and 40% of these cases will die at some stage shortly after birth, before surgery, or indeed post-operatively.
Well, when he was born, he was born a normal delivery, and then within 15 minutes or so, he was sort of in intensive care. Some sort of his lungs had gone or something. So that's as far as we know. Obviously, he got brought up here.
I only had him, 50 minutes, and then he was in special care unit. I mean, I went for a bath, and the next minute I knew he was in special care. So it's horrible, it's sad. I mean, I never thought I would go through it, and now I have. I don't know, it's putting you off having more kids on, you know.
Down in outpatients, 4-year-old James Archer is a regular visitor.
Well, James was born about 12 weeks premature. Because of that, he had a number of tests from birth which revealed that his hearing was only at borderline level of normality. And since then, the doctors suspect that what he's got is a condition called glue ear.
Peter Bull is the ear, nose and throat surgeon responsible for James's case. He's been monitoring James's hearing for some months.
You going to come and sit on this chair? The big one?
It's a special swingy chair. You sit in that one and Daddy will sit here.
Can you get up there? How are you then?
I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Yes.
So when do you start school then?
Into September.
End of September. Are you looking forward to that? Are you? Right. Have you seen your ears then? Put your head that way. And the other one. Ooh. Okie dokie. He's still got the fluid in the ears. We've already arranged, as you know, that he should have grommets put in.
That's right.
I think that the need still persists. We've given him a good chance to sort out on his own. He's not done so. What are you going to have done to your ears? Do you know?
Yes, I've grommets in.
What are they? Do you know?
They're little drops.
Little drops. Well. Oh, here it is. There it is. Look. There's one in there. Can you see that one in there?
It's like this tiny.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very tiny.
Absolutely
It's
right.
only little.
See you next week then. If we were to leave him with his hearing loss, he would find problems at school with his education. He would tend to fall behind at school because he can't hear what's going on. Of course, the school environment is noisy anyway. So for those reasons, it's worthwhile putting in grommets for him.
Hello?
Nigel?
Speaking.
Ian here.
Hi.
This babe with his diaphragmatic hernia, Shaun.
Yeah?
I've seen him today and see the blood gases and everything's satisfactory. He's stable. I had originally suggested we should leave him yet another day or two, but I wonder whether, in fact, we should change that, as he's so stable, so that get it done this morning.
I think we should go, actually. I think he's ready.
Well, there's his liver, which is to a great extent over to the left-hand side and maybe turning up into the defect. And that's the large bowel here, and this is the stomach, that is, coming out of the defect.
Although the surgeons can repair Shaun's diaphragm, they can't repair the damage that's been done to his lungs.
Now, the challenge in the management of patients with diaphragmatic hernia is the management of their breathing, because the lungs have failed to increase to their normal size, and if the patient hasn't enough lung to breathe for themselves, then quite clearly the prognosis is poor.
Shaun's operation has taken 2 hours, but it's now that the real battle begins.
That leg. Oh, that's a good bit. Right. Done. Yep, got him.
All the doctors can do is wait to see if his lungs will ever be strong enough to enable him to breathe for himself.
Hi, Mr. McKinnon. Nice to see you. Things look very good. I'm more optimistic every hour as hours go by.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to get the idea that we're through the woods yet, because we know that they have a good period just after surgery, and then they can run into a bit more trouble after that.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see that problem with Shaun.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Keep your fingers crossed. I don't know how long he's going to be here. Nobody can tell. We've got a better idea as the days go by when we see whether or not he can come off the ventilator. Right. Any questions from you, then? Well, we'll keep you updated as the days go by.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so, how is he this morning?
Breathing is great, it's really lovely. He's not struggling to breathe at all, he seems quite happy.
How many breaths are we giving him at the moment on the ventilator?
He was on 10 when we came on this morning, and he's been cut down to 8 following some blood gases, and his oxygen's come down from 28% to 25%.
A week since the operation, and Shaun's condition is slowly improving. X-rays of his lungs are taken daily.
Well, this is an X-ray that was done this morning, and broadly what happens after the operation, of course, is that the bowel contents are taken out of the chest, so they've gone back into the abdominal cavity, and the heart has come across into its normal position there, and this lung is well expanded, and the lung on this side is now beginning to expand. So he's now really at the stage where we can start reducing the amount of ventilation he has and getting him to do some of his own breathing. Once we're entirely satisfied that he's breathing on his own, almost unaided from the ventilator, the next decision, of course, is to take the endotracheal tube out of his trachea.
James Archer is only coming in for the day to have the grommets put in. Just one of the 2,000 day case operations carried out at the hospital each year.
Hi, James Archer.
Are you James Archer?
Yes.
I think he is.
Right.
James Archer's dad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi. James, I'm Dr. Barker. I'm going to put you to sleep this morning. Is that okay?
Yes.
Is there any medicines of any sort?
No.
Any coughs or colds?
No.
Is he allergic to anything you know of?
No.
What have you had for breakfast this morning, young man?
Toast.
You
Have you?
did not.
Sanya.
Yes.
And I
Okay.
had two chocolate chip cookies.
You did not.
You had nothing.
So he's had nothing
Yes,
to
I
eat or
did.
drink since
No.
last night?
Nothing at all.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Now, are you going to come down on your own? Or are you going to come with your mum or with your dad?
Dad.
With your dad? Okay, then.
Come on, Dad.
Right, well, I'll see you later on then, young man.
The other one up here.
Yeah.
Up on Ward 4, 12-year-old Lisa Flinders is back for the 6th time this year. She has Crohn's disease, an incurable condition that inflames the bowel. Last year, some of her bowel had to be removed, and although she's on constant medication, her disease can't always be controlled.
I came in on Wednesday night with stomach pains, and now they think it's a flare-up of my Crohn's disease again.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm just getting really bad stomach aches and going to the toilet a lot, things like that. Just been really poorly laid out on bed with stomach pain. So,
Has this happened before?
plenty of times before this has happened.
Unfortunately, Lisa's got quite an active type of inflammatory bowel disease, and she's had a lot more trouble than many people. We were hoping that when we took the bowel out last year, that it would all settle down, but as you can see, it's reoccurred in the higher part of the intestine. Some people have very major problems with it, and very occasionally you have to take so much of the bowel out at operation that you can't absorb enough food from what's left. And in those rare cases, you have to use some sort of drip feeding through a vein on a regular basis.
We're ready. There's my connector.
Oh, thank you.
To find out just how seriously her bowel is inflamed, Lisa must have a barium meal X-ray.
When was the last time you ate, Lisa?
11:30 last night I ate, so...
You starving?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to my dinner.
Come on in. Right then, James, it's your turn. Are we going to go for our little ride? Yes, you're going to go on your motorbike.
Does he need his slippers on?
Yes, please, Mummy.
Yeah. This might get cold. Might get cold. Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Going to theatre now.
What theatre?
On the motorbike.
We're going to go downstairs on the motorbike to see the doctors. And the doctors have got their pyjamas on as well.
Why have they got their jams on?
So that they're nice and clean, because you've put your pyjamas on, haven't they?
Hey, come here.
Oh, wow.
Hurrah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're just waiting for the boys here. The porters here.
Ellen, I better help you steer, aren't I? Whoa, watch it, everyone.
Watch it.
Go on.
Can you drink up, Lisa?
Want to lie down for me, Lisa? I'm going to stick a little sticker on your tummy, just so we know which is your right side. I know.
What we want to do is we want to look at the whole of Lisa's bowel from her stomach right the way down to where she's got a stoma, where it comes out into the bag on the tummy wall, to see whether there is any diseased bowel left. So we're going to put some barium down, which is the thing on the pole there, and run it down, take a whole series of pictures over about 2 hours or so. It depends. We've mixed up a litre, that's just over a couple of pints. And it may not need all of that, it depends on how quickly it goes through. So what I want to try and do is fill the whole of your bag up all the way round. You see the pictures you got on the wall there? What we saw last time, we saw different bits of the bowel at different times. What I want to try and do is get it all to fill up all the way around like a long sausage. So we'll do part of the study with you laid on your right side, because that encourages your stomach to empty out.
Up on Ward 1, baby Shaun has unexpectedly run into problems.
It's a bit twitchy.
Shaun started having some rather abnormal looking movements, general twitching of his limbs and his body. And obviously there's a possibility that he may have had some convulsions or seizures. And because of that, we have to make sure that there's no underlying abnormality or cause. And at the moment we're taking a sample of the cerebrospinal fluid by means of a lumbar puncture, and that's going to be sent to the laboratory. And if there were some microorganisms there, that would mean that perhaps he had unfortunately contracted meningitis. I think the chances of that are very, very remote, but nevertheless it's something we will have to exclude.
Come Comes right up towards your head there. You should be able to see the TV. Are we all loaded up? Yeah. Okay, let's just have a little look. There we go. I'm going to start it running in nice and slowly, alright? What you'll see on the TV is you'll see it start showing up looking black on the TV. See that? Alright, okay. Alright, bring that hand up on the pillow there. Alright. That encourages your food to empty out fairly quickly. So just fill you up a little bit more, great. That's all right, that's about half a cup of tea's worth there. That's lovely. You ready now? I'm going to take a picture. Nice and still for me, Lisa. Okay, I won't put any more in for a bit. Just let it empty out a bit more. Another picture. There we go.
I'm doing my dinner when I get back. I'm having fish. I've got it all right down on my menus.
Is that because we didn't let you have any breakfast, so because we wanted your stomach empty?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, aren't we rotten?
It's 2 hours after Shaun's fit, and doctors still don't know what caused it. Worried that it might be a brain hemorrhage, Shaun must have a brain scan.
Hello there. What time do you call it? Well, I'm sorry we're late. Sorry we kept you waiting.
Do you want to come and sit on Daddy's knee?
No, I think we'll have you lying on the bed.
Would you lie down? Oh, we've been having such a good time. We couldn't come any sooner than this.
Soup. Can we get these stickies off your hands now? Great.
I'm just going to pull them off. Do you want to have a little look at this book?
Let's have a look. We'll come round and look at that hand.
Does he keep this with him?
Yes, yeah.
Right, you hang on to that then.
You have your blanket. Can
All
I
right.
look at your hand, have a look at this book? What's that?
Little scratch that you shouldn't feel because of the cream. Brilliant.
Good boy, what about the clock?
This might be a bit cold at your arm.
What else are we going to press the pin? That's good.
Off you go to sleep.
Lovely. Good.
Okay then, Dad. I'll get him back to you soon.
Meanwhile, Shaun has had no more fits and seems to be recovering.
There's no obvious cause for it, so I think all we should do at the moment is wait and see what happens. If he has another one, then we'll start him on some medication. Otherwise, we won't do anything at the moment.
All right.
Okay?
Okay then, thanks.
But that's good news.
Right.
What's the correct news?
Well, the thing is that at least we've heard some good news at the moment to say they've just think if it happens again, obviously they've got to do some more tests, which is fair. But otherwise, everything's fine.
How do you feel?
Happier. Now that's been said. So it's just a case now wait and see what happens tomorrow or as the day goes on. We've come today expecting the tube to be out. But obviously, with that happening, it's just a case now wait and see what happens tomorrow. And so on.
One thing I'm waiting to hear him cry. I've only heard him cry once, and that was when I actually had him, so I'm really dying to hear him cry.
Grommets are little tubes that you put into the eardrum in order to let air into the middle ear. The problem with this child and many others is that they have thick, gooey fluid inside the middle ear, and that causes deafness. So the purpose of the grommet is to ventilate the ear artificially and thereby improve the hearing. And we use a little speculum to look in the ear with, and I can see through here, and perhaps you can see on the telly layer of dead skin. It's just bled a little bit in there where the skin's come off. Suck this bit of blood away. Now there's the eardrum down at the bottom there. It's slightly discoloured because of the fluid that's behind it. And this is a little knife blade that we use just to make an incision in the eardrum. And you can see it's actually blowing bubbles. And you can see that, and here, that thick gooey stuff. You see that thick gooey stuff coming out, yeah? Okay, let's have a grommet then. And that's the grommet. It's just a little tube with a little flange on it. And I pick it up so. You can see it's got a little hole down the middle. And then you pop it in here. Goes in through the slot. And just push it through. There. And just suck it out now. And there's the grommet in position. So that's the procedure finished. So the hearing will be improved, and also I hope that his attacks of earache, which have had quite a lot of ear infections as a child, and I hope that that will now settle down, having a grommet in that ear. Thank you, Ian.
I thought you were going to put it on your mouth. I was going to put it on the chin. You don't want a certificate as well, do you? Do you? Lisa. That. No, this is don't I? Sheffield.
Children's Hospital.
Right, let's stick that in your bedroom wall.
Thank you.
Lisa's got quite extensive Crohn's disease, and the stomach and the first part of the bowel look fine, but the area just underneath the stoma looks rather swollen and inflamed. The bowel's a little bit narrowed, and the lining of the bowel looks swollen and inflamed there also. But the good news is that the rest of the bowel looks okay. It's only just the bit underneath the skin that looks inflamed.
Okay, bye.
Mrs. Archer, he's on his way back. All right, just for a few minutes.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So does one of the nurses bring him back?
They do. One of the recovery nurses will bring him back. Yes. Yes.
Good lad.
Why are they?
Now then.
Why are they?
That's so you don't roll out.
You're a little bit sleepy still.
Oh dear.
Are you? You have a little lie down.
Yeah, take it easy.
Oh, it's all over and done with now. You want your toast? Well, you can have a drink first, then toast.
Then when you've woken up, you can have some toast.
Yes. Your own medicines, you've got those over there. Your Ketovite liquid, your Ketovite tablets.
All the doctors can do for Lisa is give her yet more drugs.
Some more Ketovite.
It's coliform. It's to try and take the swelling down from my bowel. So, I have had it before, yeah, but ages ago. Still got to work out how to use it again now. They're just my normal medications that I'm on, so, and vitamins and things like that.
Do you think that's going to settle it down, your flare up?
I hope so, anyway. It started settling, but after a while, so I'll be able to go home in a bit. I'll have my tea at home as well. I don't know what I'm having yet, but I'll have my tea at home.
It's a critical moment for Shaun. The doctors have finally decided to take him off the ventilator. If he's able to breathe for himself, his chances of recovery are good.
when we take the tube out, we like to have a few things on standby just in case we have to do a rapid reintubation. So we draw up a few drugs and we have a spare tube available should we need to have to reintubate the child. He's going to have to cope on his own now, so it's a simple procedure technically, but very significant for the child, of course. Take the moustache off. Okay, that's better. Put it across the lawn there, please, sir. Very good. Have you, yes, we have the head face mark, the face head box now, if you like.
Should join on to the...
Right. Good. Yep. Excellent. That's on there. Right. See you. Now, what we need to do now is to carry on giving him a little bit of moist air with some additional oxygen in. So, just to see, just for the next few hours, to get him through this immediate post-extubation period. He's now got his tube out, so his vocal cords can work. So he'll start crying shortly. Yes. It's a good thing. He needs to show his emotions now.
What was it like the first time you picked him up? It was good. Felt like crying. It's brilliant. It's just $1 million. That's all I can say. It's really... It shocked me. I didn't think he'd come on this fast. I thought he would have been here for about 2 months.